Hey, why didn't you get any pictures taken with me? You can take the Ole Miss with you. Coach Legg, Coach Pugh, man, they got you here in your region. You holding the paper this morning. You don't play him until next to the last game. And you in with an easy one at North Jackson.
Yeah, it's going to be real easy.
Y'all raised, how long y'all been practicing?
2 weeks.
Both y'all same time, Clint, both practicing, both of you 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, the weather's been pretty reasonable.
Nice. It has been good. What I figure is going to happen first night, we play to be 100 degrees. So
Probably.
won't be ready for it. But
Now,
we had 2 good weeks.
You are the talk of the area. This is your year to win it all.
I don't know why.
But are you feeling the pressure?
Well, not really. With that region we were in the previous 2 years, there's no more pressure than that.
Well, I know that was a killer.
Yeah, it was tough on us, but I believe it helped us. We'll find out. You know, our record last year didn't indicate what kind of team we had either, because we lost 4 games in the last minute. So we're optimistic about it, and the players are optimistic, but you never know. You know, this region could be just as tough as the one we were in last year. You never know till you get in it.
Is it hard finding a good quarterback?
You ask him that, he'll say yes.
Now, I read where there's no fathers, you treat him just like another. That's impossible.
No, he gets treated worse.
Right.
Worse?
He gets treated worse than everybody else.
Does he bring it home?
You know, when we leave, we try to let it go, and some days it don't happen.
Don't come home cry to mama?
Well, no, that don't happen, because that just makes it worse at home. He just shuts up when he gets in the car. Most time we ride home, it's very quiet.
Oh, y'all ride together?
You're right.
Oh, gosh.
Right.
You make him do that? He don't have his own?
Yeah, that's a must, because I told him when this practice is over, we're getting in the car together and we're going to ride home. You're my son again.
Oh, boy.
How's that going?
Man, Jeff.
It's fine. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. He's my son, but Brick's a good player. Whether or not he was my son or not, he'd still be our quarterback.
He's a senior this year, right?
He is a senior, and it's not. To me, he's going to have to carry us, but it's not going to be, you know, a situation where that I feel like he's going to get us beat or he wouldn't be playing.
How long has he played for you?
This will be the 3rd year he's been on the field some. He played a little as a sophomore. He started last year, and this is 2nd year he's going to be a starter.
How tough is that on you to coach your son at quarterback?
It's not tough on me.
Now, don't
really,
give me that old tough image now.
I'm serious. It's not
like
tough.
You're going to reach across there and jab slap because I asked that question.
I mean, regardless, if it's somebody else out there that's getting sacked or we're not blocking or not getting the job done, going to treat him the same.
Is this your last year at East?
No. No.
Because a lot of speculation is you'll leave when Brick leaves.
No way.
So you won't. You'll be there.
No way.
Right?
No. You man, food, gas. Are you kidding me? That ain't getting any better. No, I love coaching. I'd do it for free. I don't want him to know.
You would?
Yeah.
Well, let me get Dr. Sisk on the phone right now. He probably save some money.
I will not teach for free.
Okay.
Oh, you're kind
All right, let's talk to your counterpart, one of your best buddies over here. I know it's hard for y'all to communicate in here without Zach being there, our sports director.
It's tough.
Y'all taught him a lot.
We try.
How's he drive in big cities?
He's awful. Well, we do make him nervous before he ever cranks the car.
All right, what kind of team you got this year? You had a great year last year.
He's good, I'll tell you.
Let him speak.
we were in a different region, and I'll be the first to say that. Had a little success last year and decided to make it a little bit tougher. But upon making it a little bit tougher, we also lost some kids because they're not tough enough to make it, bottom line. So we got rid of some. We're hovering around 48 kids right now. Last year we had over 60. But I tell him this all the time, to keep 60 out there and hold them and coddle them like I do my daughters, I'm not doing that. Because it's a whole lot tougher this year. And we try to make them understand that every day it's going to be tougher. We do things different this year. We run more. We lift more. We're trying to get tougher.
Now, when's the first game?
We play both. He plays next Thursday. We play next Friday.
So that's when everything gets kicked off.
Hey, Ardmore's my pick to win the region.
Well, good.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Picking you right there.
Guys
No
don't like
pressure.
that, do you? No pressure.
No pressure. Anything big differences this year, though, you got, besides having fewer players you did last year? I mean, you looking pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, but the ones we got is the ones that's played. We got several. Like our quarterback, is different. And I mean, it's different in Jess. We had to start him as a freshman, so he's been playing. Now he's a senior, and a lot of kids. I mean, I play a lot of freshmen, and because we don't have the quality of player in the older grades to do it, so a lot of those freshmen are now 11th grade. A lot of those freshmen are seniors, and it's helped them along the way.
All right. Well, so we'll see y'all. Y'all gonna be with us every Thursday when you can make it. And last year y'all were very good at being here every
Very
week.
good.
Let's talk a little bit college football right now. We're all Bama fans in this room, except Ole Miss and Auburn.
There's several
And
Auburn.
LSU, so we're pretty well. Another Auburn. Auburn's kind of equally represented in here today.
Auburn's got it.
Unfortunately. What's it look like for Bama?
I'm worried. I'm telling you. I think we're going to find out. I told you, we're going to find out how good A.J. McCarron really was. I think
What if we don't miss it?
I think we're struggling there.
We just started.
Can't hand it off every time.
Even started.
Everything's fine.
Okay, Zach. That's what Zach said.
Optimist, pessimist.
That's right.
There we go.
All right, boys. Good luck this year. Look forward to working with y'all again, and we'll kind of go from there. Y'all know our buddy Keith's no longer with us, so we will be having him to talk about everything. But Zach will pick up the slack.
Just put the
Right.
Swami hat on him.
Yesterday,
Well,
cleaned out my garage. Found the last Swami outfit he had and the last turban, because I put the original turban in the casket with it.
You're not getting that one back.
Yeah, I ain't getting that one back.
I hate that because he really loved high school football.
Thought the world of both of you guys.
He really did, man.
And, knew everything about sports. But anyway, good luck, guys. See y'all again next Thursday. Right now, we'll take a break. Bill Mathews comes back up here in just a second. Y'all hang on. Coaches have left the building. So everybody else is still here. Yeah, we're just talking about old Heath Davis doing some work for us. He said he's big buddy of yours.
Yeah, I like Heath.
He's going to start. He
Yeah.
does a good job.
Yeah.
Does a good job.
Good work.
He's got a good wife, too.
She's so sweet.
Handles everything. Yeah, I never met her, but I deal with Heath quite often.
Behind every successful man's a good woman.
That's what I've
She
heard.
handles it.
Huh? All right,
Yeah.
we're going to go back to a thing we've talked about before in here. Limestone County, supposedly, the building right now is just on fire here.
Mhm.
Joseph's building a new house. Got them plans done yet?
No.
Well, no, he ain't started yet. But anyway, he'll be closing it with you. And everybody needs to do that.
I hope so.
I know there's several closing attorneys, but in a town like Athens, how can everybody stay busy? Is that much work going on here?
Well, in a small town, you have to do a little bit of everything. But there have been times when that's all I did was real estate. And my phone always rings for other type cases. And during the downturn in the real estate, I've had to pick that phone up and answer it.
Yeah, you were telling us last week that you do a lot, week before last, you do you do wills,
Right.
probate,
Yeah.
all kind of
I
stuff.
got every day somebody comes in and see me about wills, and that's so important. If you have children, you need to have a will. If you have a house, you need to have a will. A will is so important, and then a lot of people. Another big thing now are power of attorneys, and the big thing is if you need somebody to take care of you and make medical decisions. As you get older, you need your spouse to have a power of attorney of you, and then you need to go ahead and designate one of your children as the alternate. So those are two big things. And then, of course, living wills. It's about 3 things you need to do. A lot of people come in and talk to me about trusts and things like that, but I think those are really more important if you have a tax liability.
Is it hard to get in to see you? Because a lot of attorneys, you can't get
Waiting
in. It
list.
takes a while. How long does it take to get in to see you?
I've got appointments available, just about every day. I was looking at my schedule today before. I'm full today. If you call today to try to see me today, it may be hard, but you can make the appointment for tomorrow or the next day. But I have 30-minute segments. I've got spots open.
Now, do you do any divorce?
Yeah, I do.
Try not to.
No, I do a lot of divorce. It's just something that happens in a small town. There's a lot of it, and there's
Is it hard not to talk about it if you're talking to people like me about wanting to know something about something you ain't supposed to tell me?
No, I don't really. I'm really one of the best people to
Keep it
to
secret.
hire as your attorney because I kind of forget what people tell me. You know, I'll forget what people tell
So
me.
it's good having that
Outside
guy
the
focused.
That's right, yeah.
You know what used to get me? You'd call, you'd try to come to, well, I got this in. What's going on? People expect an answer right then from your attorney.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Right.
It's
And you
work.
can charge them for that too, can't you?
Oh, yeah, sure can.
I mean, your
Now, I do-
time is valuable.
One of the things I do is I'm getting to where I do a lot of flat fees. You know, attorneys typically, you know, they like to bill out, and you know, attorneys, you know, they may work on their case right after they get out of the shower and start thinking about their case, and they bill out for it. So I like to do, you know, I'm getting where I do a lot of flat fees. I'll just handle your case for a flat fee.
Oh.
Which
How's
would
that
be
working?
beneficial.
It works pretty
We
good.
started done that
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 divorces
Yeah,
ago.
that's right.
No, you always got that billed out, itemized statement.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh, here's what I was thinking about you, and okay, it's going to cost you nothing.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. So,
That is good.
basically, if you, divorces ain't ever simple, but what's the basic cost for a divorce?
How expensive are
Can
they?
you get one simple?
You know, like an uncontested divorce where everybody agrees they'll walk in, it's $250.
Does that happen?
And it's, yeah, it does all the time.
Really?
Yes, people will separate, and they'll be separated for years.
Act like grown-ups.
And yeah, they will.
Is there such a thing as legal separation?
Yes, there is. There sure is. You can file the separation, and you file it there at the courthouse, and you're legally separated. You sure are.
Is it true? Don't be seen with another woman or another man because the judge ain't gonna like. Is that old school?
Now, if you're legally separated, you can do that, and there's no problem. But if you go ahead and resume your life, or go forward with
Like
your life
most do.
before you're divorced, then the judge can look at who's at fault in the marriage. So, you know, the typical example is a man who goes ahead and resumes his life, and or goes on with his life, gets a girlfriend. Well, he's got a wife who's been married to for 20 years, and she's raised all the kids, and she's sacrificed her job, and yet he's got this other young girlfriend. Well, you know, he's the one that's at fault, and when you're at fault, the judge could award alimony.
But now he's got to keep paying. What if he just refuses to pay anything while he's separated?
Well, you can file for an immediate hearing, and you know, get in front of the
To get
judge
help.
and say, "I would need immediate support," and you know, there's things like that. But that's the typical example. The judge can, based on the fault of the parties, he can divide the marital estate. The judge is going to look for what's equitable. It's not what's equal; it's what's equitable. And so, if you have one person who's making all the money, and then the other person's not making anything, then that person deserves either, you know, alimony temporarily until they can get back up on their feet.
I saw
or
a
permanent
commercial
alimony.
yesterday on one of the hustle stations from a female attorney
Okay.
advertising divorce, but she was advertising mediation.
Yeah.
Is that the new thing?
Mediation is an excellent way of settling a case. You get in there, and different mediators handle it differently. I like the ones that go ahead and give their opinion as to what they think the judge will do. And there's some mediators that actually practice law, and so they can say, "Listen, I was in front of the judge. We had this exact same situation. I feel 99% sure this is what the judge's decision is going to be." So you'll have a client who may want something, and they're bound and determined to get that, but the mediator tell them, "You're not going to get that. This is the best you're going to do." And that's how you can settle the case.
Do you also do child custody?
Yes.
Yeah, that can get pretty
Oh yeah.
ugly.
Yeah. Sure can. But you know, you're doing what's in the best interest of the child. What's in the best interest
Bill
of the child.
Mathews, right there on the east side of the square. Go by and visit him. Call. Can't get in to see him today, but call. Make an appointment for tomorrow. 232-2310. Bill will be with us the next couple of weeks. Says, "Shut up." Is off to Alaska.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Oh, man, I know it.
Well, I was going to say, him being a judge, too, he probably has a lot of insight as to what a judge is going to do.
Yeah.
Who is getting divorced? We don't know about.
None of your business.
Oh, we got to take a break for the day. Morgan, goodbye.
Bye, Morgan.
We got to go. Bye.
Bye.